Hi class, welcome to chapter 8, which is all about e-commerce. So what is e-commerce? It's really just e-business. It's all activities a company performs for selling and buying products and services using computers and communication technologies. Well, e-commerce is the buying and selling goods and services over the internet. So e-commerce is part of e-business. It builds on traditional commerce by adding the flexibility that networks offer and the availability of the internet. So it's buying and selling online. So different business applications of e-commerce include buying and selling products and services, collaborating with other companies, communicating with business partners such as your suppliers, gathering business intelligence on customers and competitors, providing customer service, supplying software updates and patches, offering vendor support, publishing and disseminating information. So there's many different ways you can look at e-commerce. So we have the value chain. That's all the activities that make up a product. So a wooden chair starts really as what? A tree. And then it gets cut down. So then you have loggers, and then it gets to a mill, and then it gets cut down to boards, and then the boards go to the factory, and then they make the chairs out of them, and then the chairs actually go to a retailer. So each time, so those boards might only have cost, a couple dollars, but then that chair is sold for $50. So there's a lot of value added to it as the chair is put together and finished off. So there's inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and service. And Michael Porter, you might remember him if you've taken e-commerce, where we look at, as well as the beginning of this book and course, his Porter's Five Forces, same guy. So it looks at how everything works together to create your margin. I don't want you to get too hung up on that though right now. So the value chain in e-commerce, the internet, it increases the speed and accuracy of communications. So if you can fill out an online form of exactly what you want versus a phone call, it's more likely to be accurate. If you place an online order with sheets versus if you call it in, it's going to be more accurate. Same thing as a restaurant. If you call in your order to a restaurant, how many times have you ever called in or had a parent call in where they knew that you're not getting their full attention? So the low cost means companies of any size can participate in it. It really enhances a value chain and offers new ways to reduce costs or improve operations. So there's click and brick e-commerce, which mixes traditional commerce and e-commerce. It capitalizes on the advantages of online interaction with customers. Plus, it retains the benefits of having a physical store location. I'm going to go back to this. So Target. So Target is your typical brick and mortar store. It's a department store. And you can go in through Target, walk through the aisles, and get anything you need. However, if you're a loyal customer of Target, you can go online and purchase just about everything except for perishable foods and have it as an order pickup or even as a drive-up order. So Target takes advantage of its reputation and the products and everything it has and allows its customers that are familiar with it, especially during the COVID-19 crisis, where you can still get your Target products, only you don't have to go in through the store, which also helps Target as well because less people coming in your store and touching everything is less germs in your store. So it's great that they have a physical location and somebody else can do the shopping for you. And here is your e-commerce versus traditional commerce. The activity of product information. So typically with traditional you'd see magazines or flyers, but in e-commerce you have websites and online catalogs. Business communications, the difference between regular mail and phone calls and email. To check product availability, you used to have to, write letters or make a phone call or even send a fax, but now you can just pretty much check a website. Order generation, it went from printed forms to email or website. So if you think about catalogs, the internet really got its basis, like e-commerce online, from a catalog model where you would take your catalog that your company offered, such as Sears was a big catalog store, as well as J.C. Penney and Montgomery Ward. They would simply just take their catalog, the same categories that are in their paper catalog, they would put in the website design, and then you would go through the menus or search the catalog to place the order. So it's the same concept as a catalog, only you're not paging through. You could even search or you could page through the catalog. Product acknowledgments. So once again, it's an invoice generation, the difference between print and phone and electronic. And that's all we have for this part of Chapter 8. I will see you again soon with an assignment and the rest of Chapter 8. Signing off.